Welcome to the College Football Show on the Sports Talkline Network, where we talk sport 24/7, 365. On today's show, I'm going solo once again. This week, I want to talk about schools returning, what that looks like. Some schools are obviously different to others, being in different areas and stuff like that. We're going to talk about black head coaches in college sports against in the NFL as such. And we've got a new subject we're going to bring up each week. It's called Spinksy's 7. And it's going to be 7 wackiest things about college football. So sit back, let's make this happen. So it looks like most of the college schools have returned this week. Things are looking different for certain teams as well. A lot of testing is going on. A lot of guys are having to then sit out and be quarantined while they wait to actually come back with their team. So things are starting to roll on, which is really nice to see. It looks like we might actually have a full season go ahead. So that's really nice too. Things are looking different though for like teams like Maryland and stuff like that. They're retesting guys over and over again. So stick with us, stay tuned, and we'll have the latest updates on all the teams as we go forward. Hopefully we're going to have a full season, so let's just wait and see. There's been a lot on in the news lately with the Black Lives Matter protests and stuff like that, and I sort of just wanted to touch base on the black head coaches that are in college football. Currently, there's 130 teams in college football. We've got 14 African-American head coaches. That is 10.7%. So slightly higher than the 9% in the NFL. So congratulations to colleges for going about that the right way, I suppose. The thing I want to talk about is I don't mind what color that you are, how old you are, whether you're female or not. You need to be suitable to the job. So I think having this number being so high in the NFL is really, in college is really good. I really appreciate that. So that's awesome to see with college. So look, let's move on. It looks like some teams they're trying to work out the best way for players to not be out there protesting on the streets all the time. They don't want to see more kids get in trouble. They don't want to see people harassed out on the street. They don't want to see people get hurt. They want to do protesting the right way. One of the ways some coaches are helping their team is by allowing them to register to vote. You register to vote, and you can actually make a difference in who gets elected. A lot of kids these days, especially college-age kids, aren't actually registered to vote. So I think by coaches allowing them to do this, it's going to help them make a difference where it actually matters. Instead of going out and protesting and getting arrested or getting hurt or stuff like that, go out there and register to vote and make an actual difference. So it's a very big initiative. It was started by Ed Ogeron from LSU. So very good to see. So, righto, guys, it's time to jump into Spinksy's 7. This week, it's 7 wacky things that happen in sport. Number 1 is the whiteout at Penn State. 106,000 fans gather at the stadium at Penn State, and everyone wears white. It is a sight that everyone has to see. It really is an incredible spectacle. So, I definitely worth watching one of them. It's usually their rivalry game each year. They've been doing it for 16 years now, and they are 8-8 in the whiteout game, which is a bit strange. So number 2 is Clemson Tigers. When you run on the field out there, they run down this big steel ramp. It's about a 30-degree angle down, and everyone runs down there. Why is this happening? That's got ACL tear written all over it. Someone's going to get very badly hurt there one day. And I don't understand why it still goes on. I understand it's a tradition, but I think it's really dumb. So number 3 on the list is the Texas Longhorns are allowed to bring a live bull to a game. How is that in any way appropriate? 100,000 fans in the stands, and you've got a live dangerous animal. Unbelievable. Anyway, moving on. Number 4, the Rose Bowl. It is a well-known fact that the fair, that there's a country fair that goes on next to the Rose Bowl each year. So when the Rose Bowl game's on, holds about 106,000, right? The fair on next door, apparently, if you pay your entry into the fair, you can slip the security guard at 20, then he lets you in there. So the Rose Bowl may actually hold 110 or more. Depends how much cash Old May wants. Number 5 on my list is the school bands. I've seen bands continue to play music time after time after time. And when the team is down 40, 50, 60 points, and the band continues to play, kudos to you. Well done. Utmost respect for you to stay out there and stay with it and carry it on. Very nice. Now, number 6 on my list, Nebraska. The Nebraska Cornhuskers have sold out every single game since 1962. Their stadium holds 91,000 fans, and currently they're on a consecutive streak of 375 games, and they've sold out every single game. So despite Nebraska not being that awesome, football there is definitely huge. So they haven't, since 1962, fantastic. So well done to Nebraska. And the longest winning streak in college football is 47 wins, which was from the Oklahoma Sooners between 54 and 57. So excellent achievement by the Oklahoma Sooners of the 50s. So, guys, that's all I have for this week. Short and sweet. Oh, Van, how you going? Didn't even see you there, mate.
Snuck in the back door, man. All you have to do is pay somebody at the door, and they let you in.
They let you in. You slip them 20, you're good. Yeah.
and it's
how it works.
It's good, man.
So you would have been around for the Oklahoma of the 50s, wouldn't you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, why not? Hey, let me ask you this. For attendance records, for being sold out, there's a lot of schools that have really impressive attendance records. If they come back during COVID and let's say they're only allowed to have half a stadium, I mean, does that still count towards sold out?
Yes, it should. Oh, yes. Give me a chance, yeah.
I mean, does it get an asterisk?
It should have an asterisk, yeah, but you couldn't hold that against them, surely. They're that far ahead. Surely not. So,
I'm just curious about that, man. It was a great rant.
Yeah, thank you. It's always good. Very nice. All right, guys. Well, that's all I have time for this week. So, thanks to Van for coming in there and seeing us. But that's about all we have. Hopefully, on next show, going to have a few special guests. Looks like I won't be letting the cat out of the bag yet, but there's a bit of talent coming on the show. So.
All right.
Exciting stuff. All right, guys. Hooroo.